The partnership between Barna and Glue started in the summer of 2019. A whiteboard session actually began it all. And then I decided to become a capital partner. Glue is an investor in Barna. I have equity in Glue, and I believe we can do more together than we can apart. Barna is a social research company that tries to understand what's happening in people's hearts and minds. Working with Glue has absolutely changed the scale and the scope of how we think about our business. We're serving more leaders in different spaces, in different organizations. So when you think about a church like the Wellspring community, I don't think Barna could serve churches like that without our partnership with Glue. We've created some new tools, some things like the Church Pulse, this survey assessment, and it's measuring what matters. That's a lot of our vision, is to serve more churches with a better framework, a better blueprint for effective ministry.
Barna for me is a trusted resource because it isn't just a bunch of data. It comes with the heart, but also the narrative that goes beyond the statistics. Oftentimes what happens is I'll read a Barna statistic, and after I hear that statistic, inevitably, like 2 or 3 months later, I'll encounter someone who embodies that statistic. And then I'll hear more stories of people that are characterized by that statistic. It gives me tremendous encouragement and a source of confidence as a pastor. They're seeing things that are real within our culture that I can prepare my heart for and prepare our ministry for to respond faithfully to it. We did a Church Pulse survey about a year ago, and what it revealed to us is that it affirmed things that we thought we were strong in, but it also challenged some of the biases that we had about our community. And it opened up to me a blind spot that I previously had. And now I can do something about it.
Every generation gets a chance to change the church, the institutions, the priorities, the practices. Jesus doesn't change. What does change is the backdrop, the technological backdrop, the social backdrop, the economic backdrop, what people value. I love that in this world, like a book or a product or a podcast would change a leader's life, would change the way a person thinks about their calling. I've just been so humbled by the impact of this work and the chance to serve leaders who are just working so hard to be faithful to this mission.
Barna serves as a professional voice for what's happening in our culture. It galvanizes us and unifies us under the importance of the mission and the opportunity that we have before us. It gives me a sense of confidence that we're moving in the right direction.
After 30 years of looking at a lot of depressing trends, the last year has been really encouraging. There's a lot of things that are changing in our society. There's a spiritual openness. What would we do with this great moment of opportunity? How would we structure, and how can we help people live faithful lives in the midst of unprecedented technological change? It's essential that Christians are at the crossroads of that. Because of Glue, Barna is a more connected company. I love that new way that we're trying to work out what it looks like to actually model these kinds of kingdom collaborations. We get to be in the arena as we're trying to figure out how technology can be a force for good in the world.